Talk about the Charlotte Hornets' new head coaching hire, Charles Lee. I swear he sounds like he's 74 years old. Charles Lee. God. Could you imagine?
He's not that old, actually.
Could you imagine being a little kid? There's a little kid right now in preschool called, his name is Charles Lee. Charles Lee! Come here. It just sounds, he just sounds like he's old. Yeah. It just sounds old. Let's hear from Tim Bontemps as he talks about the Hornets hiring new head coach Charles Lee.
Charles Lee came to Boston with a ton of experience, having spent almost a decade working under Mike Budenholzer in both Atlanta and with the Milwaukee Bucks, where he helped them win a championship in 2021. And Lee has been a key part of Drew Holiday's integration here with the Celtics. Obviously, they spent the last several years together in Milwaukee. And after Holiday was traded right before training camp, Charles Lee has been working with him every day. He's out here on the court warming him up before games. It was a big part of getting Drew Holiday comfortable here. And Lee, obviously coming from Budenholzer's tree, where you've got guys like Quinn Snyder, Kenny Atkinson, Darvin Ham, all of whom have had a lot of success as coaches. He now goes to Charlotte, partners with Jeff Peterson, another young rising executive who came there from the Brooklyn Nets a couple of months ago. And with LaMelo Ball, with Brandon Miller, with Mark Williams, and with the new ownership group, there's a lot of excitement around the Charlotte Hornets going forward. And now Charles Lee will be the coach to shepherd in what they hope is a new era of successful playoff basketball for the Hornets.
So now that you know where he came from, who in pedigree, how do you feel about him now?
Well, he's the best second place guy we could get. So we'll take that. But that aside, because I really don't know Charles Lee that well, and I don't know much about where he's from, what he's done, because I haven't really paid attention to assistants like that. But what I am excited about is that it's all young energy. He's been around successful programs. He's been around successful teams and coaches. He's been around stars, big stars, right? And hopefully he has the leadership ability that's required to be able to lead. I'm not questioning his basketball acumen. I'm sure he's a smart basketball guy. But he has the leadership ability that is going to require to be able to lead a group of young players like they have down in Charlotte right now. Because they do have a group of very young players. Yeah. But they're very accomplished young players, very successful young players. And I'm sure that they want to win. And they don't want to be mediocre anymore. And they don't want to hear people like K-Mac making fun of them on local radio.
Not even wanting to own them as the team in his state.
Yeah. And, look, it's all over the country. No one wants local radio making fun of them. That's why people talk about stuff decades later, like, oh, I remember you because when I used to live in New York and you were on blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
You used to make fun of us. And I remember you when we were in San Antonio, when you were on in San Antonio,
they don't forget it and they take it personal.
Right. Well, guess what? You should. Because I don't go out making up stuff on you like some of these people now. They go out and make up stuff and start rumors. Hell, I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not attacking you personally, like, as a human, but as a professional, I'm just telling you what I see. You suck, you suck. I mean, hey, what you want me to do?
Exactly.
What you want me to do about that? But I will say this: I am excited that this is an opportunity for Charlotte to move forward and say it can be done. Number one, you can do it with a lot of young players. Look, we see the game is changing. We see the young guns in front of us, right? The Wiggins and all these other guys. The SGAs. I mean, it's here. Donovan Mitchell's and all. It's here. So you have the same type of young talent possibly in Charlotte right now that you can build on. Can you do it successfully? Will you be able to do it? I don't know. What do you think, Pam?
I hope he will, because I want to get excited again about the Hornets. I used to go to the games, so I want to do that again. So we need that. They need that. So he could just, be the change that was needed.
Well, here's
we got to give him a chance.
Here's Charles Lee. Let me know if this gets you excited.
Okay.
Okay.
Every day we have an opportunity to get better. And so whatever that consist of for every player, we have to attack it and be obsessed with daily improvement. The biggest thing that it's always going to come down to, I think, is how competitive are we going to be? And that's a mental competitiveness, a physical competitiveness, and then also the component of how much are we going to do this for one another.
No.
That didn't get you excited?
No. That didn't do it. Pam. No.
That didn't do it. Well, I mean, what is he supposed to say?
You tell me. You all.
You want a fireball?
No, don't start. You all motherly over there. You tell me. Since apparently I don't have the capacity to be
compassionate,
so
thoughtful about what he's coming into.
That's what you got from that. Is that what you got from that, Pam? Hey, Ty, what'd you get from that?
I don't know. They're moving in the right direction.
He had to think about it. Like, they're moving in the right direction.
Let's go to Kendrick, but then we're going to listen to it again, Pam. I need you to think about your response one more time. That's what you got from that?
I have faith in him. We just had a young man that was inspiring.
Man, I ain't going to no damn confession. Look, go to Duke Chapel. You want to confess? I need somebody to want to go get it.
You're supposed to think on these things. I'm thinking positively.
Oh, zen my ass. Kendrick, what you got, man?
Hey, y'all. Good morning.
Good morning,
I'm sorry.
Kendrick.
Good morning, sir. How are you, sir? I'm sorry.
I'm good. Look, quick question for you. So when I first saw the news about the head coaching job with the Hornets yesterday, I had the exact same reaction you did. Who was this dude?
Exactly.
So we saw that J.J. Redick was apparently interviewed, but Becky Hammond, Lindsey Harding, and Dawn Staley apparently, have had head coaching interviews with NBA teams before. Do we feel like women being interviewed for these NBA head coaching jobs is the NBA's Rooney Rule, where we're doing it just to check the box and not doing it to hire a serious candidate?
Great question. It feels like it.
Yes and okay. Yes and no, Kendrick. I'm gonna say it this way: you got to start somewhere. Okay. Yep. So you start interviewing them now. Seriously, you start. They should have already started, but you really start considering it now and being serious about it, right? And you start interviewing them now and being serious about it. And it just depends on personality, depends on fit, because a lot of these hires, and as we could tell, people hire what's comfortable for them.
Yep.
Right. I mean, X's and O's and blah blah blah. Be damned. It goes just like this. Am I comfortable with you? Number one. Am I willing to pay for whatever it's going to cost to get you? Number two. And then number three, are you qualified for the job? Very few women are going to check that first box right now.
Being comfortable?
That's right. Most top executives and owners, whether they want to admit it or not, are not going to come out right now and say they're comfortable with a woman being their head coach that close in the franchise. For a number of reasons. They won't admit it, but it's the truth, right? But once they get there and they get around and they've been around the franchise and they become comfortable, I think it'll be more of a realistic expectation for a woman to be hired. And I expect that to happen probably in the next 2 years. 2 to 3 years.
How are they going to get there?
What they're doing now. Interviewing women, having more women in the organizations, having more women taking leading roles in the organizations, and being around a lot more. That's
so we need more leading women assistants.
Absolutely. Did I answer your question, Kendrick?
Yeah, I just wanted to put it out there.
Oh, that was great.
Just talking about this topic or whatever. And I saw that Lindsay was trotted out, but I don't ever feel like she was a real serious candidate, whether the Hornets would admit it or not.
I think she was serious. And I just really feel like if they were more comfortable with her, being around her, I think they would have pulled the trigger. Probably not should say pull the trigger, but I think they would have made the choice. I It's going to have to be someone that grows up in an organization where they've seen them a lot, they've been around them a lot, or someone that's been around them a lot that now has moved on to another organization. That's all. But because that's why people like a Doc Rivers and all, they keep getting hired, right? Not that they're super successful where they come from. I mean, they're comfortable. I mean, they're easy.
Yeah.
That's why they get it. That's why they get hired. That's why Frank Vogels and others get hired. I mean, yeah,
from one job to the next.
You're not that much better than the next guy, in my opinion. But you're easy. It's comfortable. D'Antoni, all these guys, they're easy. It's just it's an easy hire. That's all.
But one of the issues that the Hornets have is filling seats. Don't you think bringing in like a Don would at least fill the interest part of having people watch the Hornets?
So you want to be a sideshow, or you want to be a contender?
Well, no. I feel like she could actually coach some kids up. I'm just saying that's part of, like, you hire Charles, whether Charles is a good coach or not. It remains to be seen.
There's no wow factor there. You're right. There's no wow factor.
Exactly.
There's no wow factor there.
You gotta have some type of pop.
Well,
right. So tickets aren't gonna go up until they start winning.
Yep.
So they're if just reading through the tea leaves here, they're leaning on the fact that ticket sales go with wins, right? We win, ticket sales and merchandise sales go up. We don't, they don't. We've had the big bang with the ball, right? We've had the big bang with the wow factor with, first round pick, right? Continue for rookie of the year. Ticket sales didn't go no damn where, right? Because you didn't win.
Right.
You win, ticket sales go up. That's just those are just the facts.
All right. Hey, I just woke up this morning with it on my mind.
So, hey, Kendrick, we got a couple guys out here that are suggesting that Charlotte move.
Somebody said Vegas.
Maybe that's to
tear it all up and go to Vegas.
Maybe that's to give you the wow factor that you're talking about. Charlotte should move.
No.
That's what I was.
Didn't they went through that before?
They already done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah. That's New Orleans, how that's working.
Yeah. Like, New Orleans still trying to get it together.
Yeah. But anyway, bring Zion back home. That's what you should do.
Y'all have a great weekend.
No.
And
he just said bye.
Pam, happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Kendrick. We appreciate you.
Tell your wife I said happy Mother's Day.
10-4.
All right.